Ah, there we go. Alright, my mic might suck. I can maybe fix that. Actually, wait, maybe I can fix that. Wait, I'm gonna be big brain time. Hang on, I'm gonna be big brain time. Let me, I almost got stabbed right now. Alright, cool. Let's do this. Hi. Give me a moment. That's probably better, I hope so. Hi, I'm gonna be animating, but because Omelet broke on me. Wait, why are you worried about me? Oh, that, yeah, I've not been. That's so silly. Oh, yeah, I wasn't doing very well. I'm still not doing. Oh, I do that a lot. I was actually gonna make vents today, but then I got tired. And I was like, no one wants to see that. So. I'm. Describe okay, because I don't know if I can answer that saying yes or no. Yeah, me too, honestly. I felt that. Drink water. My sister just took some water. Favorite color? My favorite color is purple, but specifically, my favorite color or colors are dark plum and bright green, which are my mascot colors. Favorite animal? It is the cassowary. That's the character you see in the bottom left. Leica is a cassowary. Favorite animation? Are we saying like favorite animation from other people or favorite thing that I have made? Favorite movie? Ooh, what is my favorite movie? Wait, there's a oh I know. Okay, I remember. I get it mixed up all the time. My favorite movie right now like is Coraline. I fucking love Coraline so much. Oh my god, that I've made. My favorite animation that I've made. That's tough. I have a couple favorites. Now internally, I actually do like most things I make. Uh, that might seem kind of like crazy because it seems like a oh I do really like my most recent animation, Suck It Up. I really like that one. I'm looking through my videos right now. Favorite meme? Oh wait. Is it that one or is it a different one? I have so many of my favorite memes that I can't even remember which one's my favorite. Oh, whoops. No, wait. Bring that picture back. I just wanted this in the background so I talk. Favorite animation from other people. Okay. I really liked the I like it meme from Baked Battalion. I really liked that. Um, I became recently a fan of Okami Woven, who has really good work. Oh, rip. Favorite type of roof? I like my roof. I think my roof is pretty sturdy. I'm sure you can stand on it and it won't fall through. I'd show my roof if I could, because I am upstairs. I can open the window and you can see my roof. Oh, we're doing the sponge thing again. Favorite cat breed? I like my cat, who is a ragdoll. If you had to just do absolutely any other color, what would it be? Ooh. Uh, is it racist to say the literal color white? I don't know why. That just seems kind of cool. Like, not albino white, but like the straight color white. I don't. I don't know. I like the color white. They haven't yet. And I've been too scared to send them the video. They haven't seen it because they don't watch my videos very much. So I'm just waiting for the day where they see it and they're like, oh. Such words of wisdom. Well, I hope I do. The big T. I hope so in the future. I really do. It's all I could ever dream of. Favorite YouTuber? At the moment, whoops. At the moment, I definitely say my favorite YouTuber is Mac Does It. I love Mac Does It. I was gonna animate a thing for him. I was gonna draw something for him. Oh boy. I like jazz? Yes, I do. I'd say so. But it's not myself. Oh, I'd love to do that. Favorite songwriter? Huh. Oh. Oh, that's not really a songwriter. He's more just a remixer. Dang, I was about to say someone. I really like his work. Um, Let me think. I don't know. I don't know songwriter wise. I think I have. I think my parents have Disney Plus. I don't really watch too many shows, which is why I've been telling Vince. I've been saying, "Hey, I'm gonna watch." I swear I'll watch Steven Universe at some point. Like that's on my to-do list of things I want to do, but I never do because I just don't watch shows. Oh, what's the music on the background? Favorite brand of toilet paper? I don't pay attention to that much. I'd have a word of wisdom for that if I knew some brands. What's the one with the meme with the bear? You know what I'm talking about? Inspiration. I get inspired by a lot of things. Art wise, I like to get inspired by. I try not to get inspired by actual people, and I try my best to get inspired by smaller things. No, not the Mr. Obama. Do I drawing gore? I do. I do like drawing gore a lot. Not gonna lie. I'm just not very good at it. I want to see it. It looks like something I'd like a lot. I know I would like it a lot. I just don't have the motivation or time to watch it. I'm very busy. Favorite thing to draw. I like to draw myself. I've currently had a love for the way I draw myself. CC, okay. First of all, are you talking about CC like the old rat character, or CC as in what I used to call myself? What's Obama's last name? It's, you've been lied. It's actually Obama, and his first name is O. We just put the two together because he's a president. Okay, the person. First of all, I don't really call myself CC anymore, because CC more belongs to character's name. But before, yeah, they looked more feminine because that's how I was, and that's before I realized, oh. So technically, that CC before was a girl. Yeah, I'm gonna try to forget that exists. Old reference sheets, they were either female or non-binary, and now this recent one is completely a boy. Because I can, the power of art, I can draw whatever I want. Oh, whoops. I can draw whatever I want. So I can draw myself as a literal boy. So, yes. Oh, actually, everybody, guess what? The Imagine Monsters, who originally was part of the story of Sightmare, which I kind of dropped when I do my spare time. I like to play the Binding of Isaac. I like to play on my Switch. I like to. Okay, I'm gonna sound like a freak. I I like to stare at the stars at night. What else do I do? Well, obviously, I like to watch YouTube. Um, I like to stand outside. A lot of just like in spare time, because I don't really have a lot of spare time anymore. Yeah, I like to stare at the stars. I like the stars a lot. What was oh yeah, I remember. So the Imagine Monsters, actually, guess what? So originally, what do you think your gender is? I think I'm a boy. I now realize that, and now when I look back at things, that does seem to be the case. Though at the time I didn't know, so I just went with what people told me. Old friends can't seem to get that, of course. How am I? I'm okay. I do play Pokemon Sword and Shield. I have Shield. Well, in this case, I'm just using my phone. And just you boot up YouTube and press live stream, and then switch it over to recording your screen, and boom. But I usually use Omlet, which is an app I use for my iPad, because I can't do that. Because I have a Galaxy phone, but an iPad. So it's kind of confusing. How old am I? I am I am 15. I for some reason forgot my own age. My birthday's October 6th. Oh yeah, bro. I was in my science class. I was supposed to do a report on someone because it's Black History Month. Uh, and I saw the guy. Um, what's what's my real name? My real name is Cameron, and that's my birth name too. I didn't change it. My name is Cameron. I shut up. I know. I know. I know it is. You don't have to mention it. I know. I hate my voice so much. It's the one thing that makes me the most dysphoric is my voice. So I sound nowhere close to a point. Bruh. Okay, I didn't get to see the comment. Whoops. Do I have a friend? Huh, that's very... Yes, what is question? Uh, by the way, if anyone's wondering, I'm wearing a shirt currently that says "The birds were for the bourgeoisie." It's a nice painting of birds, but just in the middle it says "The birds were for the bourgeoisie." Wait, could I like flip my phone around? Object? I think I know what you're talking about. And if it is I'm thinking about, then I have not watched them. Wait. Wait, I want to show the world my shirt. Hang on. If I can do that. I don't know if you can read it. But it's like this painting of birds, but it says the birds were for the bourgeoisie. Look at me, I'm a gamer. Yeah, that's cause she is. What's my favorite fandom? Uh I mean currently I'm in the whole Binding of Isaac thing, so maybe that, but like oh fine, yeah. Whoops. Let me flip that around. I forgot about that. It's my cat's name. You want a neck reveal? Okay. Yes, the name's Cat Sally. Oh fuck the Muffin Man. We go way back, man. What's the streaming thing I use for my iPad? What meme I plan to do next? I have the close-up meme in the works because I want those views. But I also have plans for this hopefully trilogy of animations that'll be an aesthetic style to represent the three main parts of Deceit. Because I plan to have it a 3-part series basically. Well, not really a 3-part series. But I use Flipacut for my animations, and I use iMovie for editing. I do not know who that is. Sorry. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I plan for Deceit to be a 3-part thing. Do I like peanuts? I actually don't like peanuts that much. No, I love sunflower seeds though. They're amazing. They're fucking bombs. I would kill for some sunflower seeds right now. I'm not even. Am I allergic to anything? I am not allergic to anything for somehow. Have you heard Undertale Adventure? Of course I have. I love those games. They're great. So Harry Potter house is actually the Hufflepuff. Give me a hug. Okay, here, hug. Here. I can put my camera back on. Just gonna like do a hug like that. Oh, whoops. That's my voice. Ew, yucky. I got to hear my voice. There we go. I can read the chat better now. Alright. Actually, wait. No. Forget what I just said. I just remembered. No, that's not my house. I'm a Griffin Puff. Shut up. I do have mom and dad. How old was I? Literally the second I was born. Oh yeah, I'm a Griffin Puff, and I don't know if you guys get any I don't know if you deserve context on why that's why that's the case. No, no. It's not Gryffindor. It's not Hufflepuff. It's Griffin Puff. Shut up. They don't know I want to be this way, or not want to be. They don't know I am this way. I'm a Griffin Puff because when basically my older sister had a birthday party that was all Harry Potter themed, and we had to take a little quiz before we went inside to see what house we were in. So it depends on whatever we got. And I got Hufflepuff, but the outfit I had was a Gryffindor outfit. So I went with both the label of a Hufflepuff, but wearing a Gryffindor outfit. And because of that, I made my own alliance called the Griffin Puffs, in which it was a chimera mix it was basically a griffin, except the back end was a badger instead of a lion. And that's how I created a Griffin Puff. That's my house. I forgot. Would I consider myself one? I personally do not care at all. Labels are dumb to me. Labels are pointless to me, and they shouldn't exist. So if you want to call me one, go for it. I'm not saying I don't care as in a mean way. I'm saying it doesn't faze me or affect me at all. How do you know? You can just look up what kind of people those things are, and you can take. Um, no, shut up. You're just stupid snakes. Bro, no, I don't deserve that. Even though I want it so badly, I don't deserve it. Here, I'm gonna go grab something from this room and y'all are coming with me. Oh, sweet, Walmart. Okay, I got it. Shut up. I'm not eating anything. I was just gonna go grab something. Oh yeah, I forgot. I was talking about deceit. Okay, yeah. So I planned the whole thing to be a 3-part thing. To sum up the stories without spoiling much about each of them was basically I call them like the chapters, in which the chapters are chapter 1, 2, and 3 planned for. Chapter 1 is the story of all the realm children, so like the first, basically, deceit. That's like the main story, the main face you're gonna see is gonna be that first one. The second one will be the story of Came Furfur, and I believe I made it so that both happen at the same time. And the third story takes place. Where is it? Oh yeah, the third story took place in the same. Oh. How's Glitter? He's doing fine. We're very happy together. Oh, I've just made the best thing ever. Oh my god, y'all gotta look at this. Wait a second. Where's my camera at? Oh, that's my face. Nope, we don't want that. Look at him! He's got a little sign now! I got some Velcros. So I decided to give that to him. He's gonna sit over here. Oh wait, actually, here's my backpack reveal. Here he is. I forgot to take him out. He's gonna chill right next to him. Squad. No, I wouldn't be a good vlogger. Okay, there. Flugman, yeah, for this. Ooh, that's a tough one, not gonna lie. Hiccups. Weird, I'm gonna have hiccups now. Oh yeah, I was talking about the sea. I keep getting sidetracked. So I plan for the 3 parts to be, yeet or yote. I personally like yeet more. Oh, the picture, this was drawn by my boyfriend. This was drawn a long time ago. This was around the time we actually first met. Or at least we first met and started talking. This is before we got together, and he made me this. And I love it. I still love it. So I made it my profile picture. Yes. Neon glitter feathers, no. Oh, it is 6:39 p.m. It finally got dark. I'm in California, if anyone's wondering. I don't know if I've said that before, but some people don't know. I live in California. I live around the San Francisco area. I live in Southern California. I'm cool. I'm in the state that everyone says is perfect and beautiful, but I don't see anything perfect and beautiful about it. I mean, I like it here. I'd rather be here than anywhere else, but like still. Oof. Oh, neat. Okay, I'm gonna keep it to see, because I actually been wanting to share this all day. And I might make a post about it later or something. So, originally I planned it only to be chapter 1, chapter 2, and then a hopeful chapter 3 to it. But I could never think of what to have for chapter 3. But now I know exactly what I'll have for chapter 3. Chapter 1 will be, favorite TV show? Oh, I don't know, because like I said before, I don't watch much TV anymore. Let me do, so, chapter 1 will be the normal story. Oh, I forgot Art Fight. Yeah, I want to do that again. I wasn't very, like, alive on that. But, okay. I'm trying to remember. I remember that. Okay. Okay, so chapter 1 would be by chapters. I don't mean like as a book. I mean like I'll split the story up. It's more like that first chapter is just gonna be the main story. Then there's chapter 2, which is a story just as big. It's just that it takes place in the same universe. And then chapter 3, who I didn't plan to have a third one. Favorite YouTuber right now is actually Mac Does It. I have an obsession right now. I watched him before, but then I started watching him again, and now I can't stop. I didn't plan there to be a chapter 3 until I started thinking about it today, and I'm like, oh, we're having a chapter 3. Because I thought that sounded really, really cool. So to sum up the chapters, so some people don't know them. Chapter 1, which is the basic story of Deceit, which I planned to just be called Deceit, is the story of the Realm Children, who are in the magical 10 realms of the elements. The two biggest ones, the Light and Dark Realm. The Dark Realm's leader, Queen Giza, wants a lot of power. Hang on, I'm gonna sneeze. Yeah. Anyway, oh, sweet. It was freezing a couple days. How long have I been making animations for? I've been making animations since, let's think, by now 6 years ago, but I took it seriously 4 years ago. Oh, thank you. Okay. So, anyway, chapter 1 is a story of when Queen Giza wanted power, but she cannot beat the Light Realm because the Dark and Light Realms are equal, so she went and invaded all the 10 little realms so she can get their children, the royal heirs that are the strongest, raise them to be part of her army, and because she has more elements on her side, she'd be more powerful, take down the Light Realm, and take over the universe, because that's what she wanted. Let me forget that. So, she's dumb brain. Our fight. Our fight's a thing that you can look at the website for it, and it's basically a like phenomenon. Let me call it. I don't know. Where it's basically just an art trade of two sides throwing art at each other. You attack someone by drawing one of their characters, and then and then they can draw something back for you and get a point for that. You get a point for everything you draw from the other side. Okay, but Queen Giza was stupid and only took 5 of the 10 by accident, so 5 of them were being raised there, and the other 5 have no idea they're prophet children. The story is about the bond between both groups, the light realm children and the dark realm children, the ones that were raised to be bad and the ones that were raised to have normal lives but weren't really normal. It's like those shows you'd see that basically the light realm children story is basically telling like those classic things of like some kid that gets superpowers and they're like have to keep it a secret and they're seen as an outcast and weirdo. That is the 5 of them. Basically. Can we be friends? Please be friends with me. Please be friends with me. Please. I'm so lonely. Lost train of thought. I'm back. I am blanking out. So the 5 of those guys, they have to live like that. And the Dark Realm children are living, alright. But, the Dark Realm children's story is basically about how they have to struggle with oppression, basically speciesism, and dealing with being raised to be soldiers that they don't want to. They have no idea what they're doing. They think they're just being raised like any other kids, but they're not. And they have to find a way to escape their hell. When the Light Realm children figure out how to do that, they will find their way to then beat Queen Giza and all the bad stuff she's doing. Magdeza is the Rainbow King. I have my rainbow poncho sitting right over there. I could be just as powerful as he is. Oh, I'm just talking about deceit. Yeah, Dark Realm children, they are not having a good time. Like, as to like breeze over all them really fast, Whirlpool, cocky ass, but he's pretty smart, he's slick. He's not really physically powerful, but he's very, very fast. He literally has no bones, so he can just slip right anywhere. Glitch is a crackhead. That's about it. Glitch is a crackhead. He's a scene core kid stuck in the early 2000s crackhead. That's it. Dunstan's an idiot. He's very, very strong, but he's an idiot. Wisp is just an edgy teenager. She's sad all the time, which makes sense if you look at what happened to her. And then Chip has a deep backstory all behind him, but he's basically just a little nerd that's being raised to be a supercomputer of death. And he doesn't even know it. The Light Realm children have it a lot better, like, living-wise, like, they can live. But the only thing being, they just deal with a lot of, like, you know, people are like, oh, you look weird or whatever. Blair, he's goofy, he's really funny, he's pretty laid back, but he's like that kid that would never do his homework and, like, always try to get, like, the class to laugh. You know, that kind of kid, those annoying kids? He's kind of like that. Snowball, Pierre, never speaks. Yeah, he probably was. Snowball, cute, doesn't speak. They're actually non-binary, so cool, we got representation. And always sees the good in everyone. Rowan's just a dork. But he's my baby dork, and I love him. He literally is the Lorax. He speaks for the trees. Literally, he speaks to the trees. And for them. Puff is, like an energetic kid. She just wants to live life to the fullest. I've watched literally every single video from Mac Does It at least 5 times in a row. No, Snowball cannot open their mouth. Snowball doesn't really have a mouth. They're just coals there, so they can't really open to begin with. Puff just wants to live life to the fullest, and they just want to enjoy life. And Lynn is just a super cool, edgy, young adult now. She's the oldest out of them all. That loves being outside and loves just kind of being a delinquent, but not in a bad way, you know what I mean? So that's the basic plot of Deceit number 1. Deceit number 2 is the story of Kame, which is a lot different than the other one because the other one focuses on a group of characters experiencing the same thing, while here it is one character experiencing many things. So it is a big contrast. Kame's story, I think, in Kame's story arc and character arc is a lot heavier than the other ones because, like I said, I mean, all the realm children go through the motions. They all change in the end, in some way. But Kame goes through, like, everything. Like, everything. Oh, thank you. I've been wanting to tell... This is the part where I've been wanting to tell, because I love Kame's backstory. So, like I said before, there's the dark and the light realm, but there's an unspoken third big realm that no one really talks about because they're kind of sketchy, and that being the star realm. Or they also, as an insult, they call them just the gray realm, the null realm, because their color is usually gray or yellow, Their color is supposed to be gray, but because they don't want to be seen as sketchy, because gray is not just also. All right. I mean, technically their color is gray, and they are seen as sketchy and off to the side, because light and dark are supposed to be the main ones, and they have gray, you know? So they disguise it as calling themselves the Star Realm, and having their main color being yellow and black. Yet, really, their color is gray. So the Star Realm, they're actually called the Null Realm, but they like being called the Star Realm because they're quirky. They are a group. They are a species that they have. I won't say their actual name of the species because it sounds a lot more violent. Because again, the Null Realm is supposed to be full of these heartless creatures in a heartless world because they have no soul because they're dead inside. So instead, they give themselves the cool name of the Stargazers. Stargazers are basically these deer-like monsters. My name in Pokemon shows is Neon Feathers. It's the same as it is on YouTube. Or it should be. Yeah, I love to play, bro. I love playing Pokemon. It's great. I can't speak. So, they're full of deer-like monsters. Usually. Deer, goblin, and gargoyle, kind of. Especially, yeah, higher on the gargoyle look. Deer/gargoyle creatures that sit on the stars and, well, they stare. They watch everything. That's the point of the Null Realm. They are not to interact. They are there just to observe. Their king and their queen are very ruthless, but because, like I said, they don't want to be seen as sketchy anymore, they don't interact very much and they don't speak very much. Actually, most of the time, they put bandages over their mouth because they don't want to say a word because of how much they don't want to make their reputation even worse. They want to be just as high as how King Valo and Queen Geysa are. The king and queen of the Star Realm has a child, and that child is Kame Furfur. Kame Furfur, like everyone else there, is a stargazer, but he's a bit more deer-like because mainly the royal heirs are a bit more deer-like, while the other ones are more gargoyle monster-like. So Kame is a deer Furfur thing that's the prince of this world. And something he likes to do because he gazes at Earth, or not Earth. Alright. He will gaze at Pangea and just see how every mortal lives their lives. And he's like, I want to try that. So he would disguise himself as a person named Kame Hoofer, who is a normal mortal deer, and would live out normal life. In the time of doing that, and secretly doing this, because he's not really supposed to be doing it, well, one thing he does is he actually falls for another mortal. That mortal's name being Valen, who is a dog, and he falls for him. He's very, very gay, by the way. I forgot to mention that. He's very gay. He's super gay. Kame is super, super, super gay. He's the gayest you possibly can get. He's so gay. I can't speak. And now here's the thing, Kame is not really a great person because, like I said, he came from the Null Realm, or the Star Realm, really, but the Null Realm. So he's not really the best person ever. Because at first, when he's in there, he does not want to leave his world. Because he sees, oh my god, I'm being the next king. My dad is treating me with so much respect and giving me, not respect, but giving me so many gifts. I'm gonna be the best king in the world. I'm gonna rule over the whole world, you know, that kind of thing. He wanted to rule everything because he was gonna be the next king. But until he came to Earth and fell for Valen, he was like, maybe it's been more than that. And starts to actually hate becoming royalty. He wants to just live his life in any way he wants. He doesn't want a prophecy to tell him what to do. And by doing that, he gets himself kicked out of once his family finds out that he doesn't want to be the king. They have a big fight. He's like, all right, I'll be king, but then he can't take it anymore of being king for a while. So he stops it, he crushes the crown, and then the second he does that, his dad goes and throws him off, and he ends up in Pangea, having to find some way to live his life in Pangea without being caught being not immortal, you know? And throughout the whole thing, he figures out life, he lives with Valen in the end, they are good. Another part of the story that happens is the story of Beaubert, who, in the lore, once you find out who Beaubert is, you find out the existence about a whole bunch of other people. Beaubert is a shape-shifting monster who is, hang on, I have the reference sheet here on my iPad. Here we go. Beaubert is a creature called a puka, which is a rabbit, furry-like looking creature that can shapeshift. In Beaubert's case, Beaubert has no neck, it's just bones there, and can pop off his neck and change his head immediately into anything he sees. That really being like any mortal he sees. With time, the rest of his body will transform into whatever, so he can shapeshift into anything. So you change the head first, and then the rest of the body will change. He's very small, so he's like 4'11". As Cain was getting kicked off, so did Beaubert. Beaubert in the whole thing was like the jester of the royal family. He was treated like garbage. At night, they would go and chain him up by not even by his neck. They wouldn't chain him by his neck because that makes sense. They'd chain him by his limbs and his tail so he can't go anywhere. And at the morning, they let him free. And then they do it all over again, over and over and over again, for every single day. He was used as entertainment. That was it. That was the only way how he could live there. He was taken away from his homeland just to be a jester to the king and queen. So as Cain was getting kicked off, they kicked off Beaubert as well. And so both of them together are dealing with the same problem. But the thing is, they both have their upsides and downsides to their problem trying to be solved. Because, like I said before, Cain has an alter ego called Cain Hoofer he can go as. But Beaubert can transform into anything. But he can't transform into, like, a single thing. He cannot transform to, like, a different Beaubert. Like how... Because Cain can switch into only one thing, but it's an alternate version of himself, so it's like a disguised version of himself, so he can still be himself in some way. While Beaubert can only turn into a carbon copy of someone else. He cannot be his own facade. So basically for him, every single day he has to transform into someone else to live a life in some way. So his life kind of sucks a bit more than Cain's. And besides, Cain also falls for someone, so like he's got that going for him. You also go through the story arc of Zorro, who is someone that is immortal, amoral. Zorro is amoral, that wants to study about these supposed creatures and find sights on Beaubert and Cain, and they have to find a way how not to get outed. That's another thing that happens in the story. And the existence of Beaubert makes for the rest of the third chapter even happen. The existence of the third chapter is the story of Cain's pets. Or, dare do I say pets? Because Cain was just a big, just like, horde of energy and power and rain. Like I said before, his dad gave him a lot of stuff, and one of those things was his own, as he was told to call them his pets. Now, these monsters he would get as pets, but really they were slaves. That is all they were. There's a realm below all the element realms, and they are the seven deadly sins. And their species is quite oppressed because they're a bit more like, what's the word? They're very they're not as advanced as the others. Like if you look at like the realm of oceans, they have a whole society just like humans do. While the seven deadly sins, they all have like animal like societies. Like they function kind of similar, but they speak their own language and everything. So they're seen as being weaker. So they use them as slaves most of the time, especially the null realm that doesn't feel anything. They aren't supposed to feel anything. If it's something not supposed to feel anything, that's why Kame does, because Kame has somewhat of a heart. Which is why he falls for Valen so easily. But, in the story arc of those characters, you learn about the seven deadly sins that he has as pets, in which he would use them to torture others and to torture them himself. And so far, the only one I have designed is Gluttony, who I called Grintooth, and the rest need to be designed. But it'll be the story of those seven deadly sins and how they overcome being oppressed for so long. Now I can tell people are getting very, very bored, so I'm going to stop the stream because no one cares anymore.